These are all piles that I'm waiting to burn. I made these by hand with chainsaw and pitchfork and nippers. These are some of the piles we did burn. Cleared it out a little bit. It's gonna be much clearer though once we burn this out. And before we couldn't even walk in here. You know, stand, nothing. We had to cut our way in here. It was a war in the wilderness. And that blue house over there is the one I grew up in. My parents bought these 2 acres right next to it. Gotta work this land, cut it all and burn it down and make it into something. We've already begun to make a little bit of a settlement. See, that's my little hobbit hole right there. Home sweet home for me right there. That's the lumber that I'm gonna use to add onto my house. I'm gonna make it into something more than that, but that's just the beginning. This is more or less what it looked like when we started, and now it turned into this, into a place that could be developed. It's my own little project, you know. All of that needs to be cleared. I'm gonna build a fence down there by the end, by the highway. But yeah, it's a cool little piece. It's all me. Footage that you just saw outside, that's what I've been doing for coming up on a year now, is clearing land. I'm trying to get my house built here. It kind of drove me crazy because I have little to show for. I feel like I have little to show for past 3 years since I've been out of high school. And honestly, I did do a lot of drinking, smoking, partying, all of that, just running around and wasting time. And I realize now I'm just cutting all that out of my life, you know, because like I had to ask myself, I really had to look myself in the face, because I was to the point where I wanted to drive my car into the river, really, because I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. I was just stuck. I was shipwrecked. And no, worse than shipwrecked. I'm not the first one to come up with this analogy, but life is a lot like, I do agree with it, life is a lot like sailing. Some days you're sailing along on your ship and the sun's in your face and the wind's in your sails. Some days there's a great storm that hits and you have to weather it, but you're still moving along. You're still skirting along. And some days you're just shipwrecked. You know, you have to start all over. You know, you thought you had a plan. You thought you had all these components in your life that were moving you forward to your goal or your dream or whatever it is that you were going after at that point in your life. And then something happens. A freaking typhoon hits you or whatever, or your coordinates were wrong and you're just shipwrecked now. Something happened. And you have to start over. But worse than being shipwrecked and worse than having to sail through a storm, to me, is being dead in the water. No current. The currents abandon you. The winds have abandoned you. And you're just dead in the water. And that is the most miserable feeling to me. That is the feeling that makes me want to blow my brains out. Because if you're in a storm, you know that your mission is, your objective and your mission and your goal and your purpose is, I have to get through the storm. I just have to hold on until this storm hits, until the storm's gone, until the storm blows through. And if you're shipwrecked, your mission and your purpose is, I have to rebuild my ship. I have to make a new plan. But when you're dead in the water, it's just, you're just floating there. Nothing happening. And that's what I felt like I was for this past, not year, because a lot of character development happened in this last 3 years. I know that sounds weak, but as an actor or an entertainer and somebody who wants to spend his life in an entertainment business, I'd say these last 3 years were very necessary, because it created like a build-up. Like, my procrastination and my laziness and my fear and my doubts were like a dam. And here was my motivation and my inspiration and my dreams and everything I knew I wanted to do, but my fear, my doubt, my laziness, my procrastination was just, but now it's all building up. It's all building up, and and I'm saying now, and I'm 21 years old, and I've been talking this, and I've had this same dream in my heart since my first acting class when I was 18 years old. Now I'm saying, the dam will be there no more. So I'm cutting out, and I'm taking drastic measures. I'm cutting out drinking. I'm cutting out weed. I'm cutting out cigarettes. All of it. Done. Until, I don't know until when, but I know that I'm not going to indulge myself in that while my dream suffers and while it waits and while I just put it off and say tomorrow. Now is when I'm going to finish this book that I'm going to write, because I'm going to be a writer, I'm going to be an actor, I'm going to be a filmmaker. All of it is all going to be in entertainment industry because I'm a storyteller. You know, that's what I do. I'm a leader. As much as I don't want to be, as much as I just want to be another soldier in the crowd, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But, and let me say, that these videos all on my YouTube channel, they're not to get me YouTube famous. I don't care about that. I don't want to become popular on YouTube. If it happens, it happens. I doubt it will. This video is not for the people in my hometown to judge and be like, oh, Jake, he's such a weirdo. They already think that. It's for people who are like me. It's for a couple different types of people. One, though, is for the people who are like me, who have a dream of the entertainment industry. And this is kind of like a diary that goes along. I've been making videos, but not as dedicated. I haven't been doing anything with them. For the past 3 years, I have been doing that. And they've just been staying in my laptop or staying in some memory card or some space, but I've never uploaded them to anything. But now I have a website and a YouTube channel, and then pretty soon I'm gonna have podcasts. But anyway, so these videos and my writings are gonna go up on, or the things, my scribblings are gonna go up on the website, and then these video diaries are gonna go up on my YouTube channel, and these are for people who are like me. You know, I know I'm not the first one to be from a small town and dream these big dreams of making it big in the entertainment industry. And I honestly don't want to do it to become famous. I want to do it because when I was in LA, because I lived down there for a few months, when I was on the movie sets, like, I worked as a background, like extras. And for my first one, I knew this is what I wanted to spend my life doing, not being an extra. I wanted to spend my life being on a set. I wanted to spend my life being an actor on the set, or being some form of the production, like, you know what I mean? But I don't want to work for it. I definitely don't want to be a PA or anything like that, or a stage manager. I have no idea all the other jobs that are involved with filmmaking. I want to be an actor, or writer, or the guy sitting in the chair that's saying action, the director. I want to do that. That's what I'm going to spend my life chasing. And I'm 21 years old, okay? And this is for people who share my kind of dream, my enthusiasm, and my desires and my passions, because I love movies. I've always loved movies, and that's like one of my favorite ways to spend time with my family, is to sit around and watch a movie together.